Well. Yeah, what are we up to today? Well, we've enjoyed the sun. I went, oh look, paint up my arm, that tells you something what I've been doing today. Started the day as one should on a Sunday. You know, get up, make oneself presentable. I didn't wear this shirt today. I do stuff around about without the aid of a safety net, and one or two of you, one in particular, who cares about me and worries about my safety, keeps pointing out what a dangerous guy I am. You know, the way I use circular saws, the way I use ladders and all sorts of things. And so far I've proved him wrong. I can still count to 10, and yeah, I haven't fallen under the lawnmower or anything like that. But this morning I had a terrible accident doing something that I always thought was safe. Got out the shower. We won't go into details. Not a pretty sight on a Sunday morning. Actually, not a pretty sight on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning either, but you know. And having done various things with a towel to get rid of most of the water, I thought I ought to comb my noggin, and that was when I had a terrible accident. Grabbed the comb, went like that, somehow, look, with my thumbnail, which I've since cut, I managed to, and I thought, how embarrassing. You know, I went through a career of doing dangerous stuff and still got my nose unbroken, and the teeth that I've lost wasn't through fighting or anything dangerous. And there I was this morning, the feast of Pentecost, scratching my head open with my thumbnail, combing my hair. So that was this morning. I went for a nice cup of coffee with a local lady. Don't read anything into it. She's almost old enough to be my mother. She's very sweet, and she makes me coffee. Doesn't speak any English. Insists therefore that I speak French. Very useful. I did pick up in the week a little book, because in this part of France not everyone speaks French. They speak Berrichon, which has got a few words that are slightly different to standard French. Anyway, that's that. Back home, day of rest, didn't do much, did a little bit in the garden, a little bit of paint, and then, as you'll see in a moment, I managed to capture some ancient tractors. You'll also see that I dug up my dinner for today, at least the vegetable part of it. That's very satisfying. It's one of the things that I wanted to do with my life. Grow my own carrots, grow my own potatoes. You might say that the crop tonight, they're all rather small. Well, yes, they are. They're baby carrots and they're new potatoes. That's fine. Later tonight, I've got some other things to do. I need to cut my toenails. That one's grinding before I do anything with that. Good job I bought a grinder the other day, isn't it? It also needs grinding on that end, doesn't it? You shouldn't use a cold chisel with a mushroom head. Yeah, okay. Right, so there we are. That's Sunday, folks. Tomorrow is a public holiday in France. As I think did I say that earlier? I don't know. I lose the plot. We might get up to some interesting stuff tomorrow. We might do. We might not. Anyway, there we are, folks. Dinner time. and that's why you always keep the camera close to hand. I was just drinking tea, and I know you'll find that hard to believe that I ever stop and drink tea, but there it was. And I heard engine noises, and I thought, what's that? I thought. Now, I don't know where they're going, so what we'll do, we'll just wander down to the town square on this glorious Sunday afternoon and see where they've gone. Well, now I am confused. I don't know where those tractors went. I can't hear them. I can smell them. Just in case you're interested, this is not actually the house that I live in. You know, it's too big for me. I wouldn't get round to cleaning all of the windows. This, of course, is the Chateau of Azay-le-Ferron. Strange things happen here from time to time, so I was rather hoping that that was where the tractors were coming, but seemingly not. A lovely place to come, but right at the moment I'm feeling a little bit, I won't say naked, I'm fully dressed, but my telephone is on the kitchen table, the house front door is open, and that's what happens when you start chasing old tractors, isn't it? A lot of cars parked in the town square. Something about French number plates, because I know you like license plates. That's a French one from Haute Normandy, because it's got 27 on the end of it. This one, of course, has got a 36 on the end of it, telling us that it comes from around about here, Centre. But yes, lots of cars in the car park, because here in France and in all civilised countries, tomorrow is a holiday. There are some uncivilised countries in Europe that don't recognise the proper day for Whitsun and Whitmunday, but I'm pleased to say France does. This is our town hall. That's very pretty, isn't it? This is where you come to pay your tax and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And just as a sort of public information message, we do have public toilets here in the town square, so those of you that worry about such things, you needn't when you come here. Right, let's go back chez moi. All the excitement of those tractors going by, nearly forgot I needed to go and rake around in the garden for something to eat tonight. That's yeah, baby carrots, new potatoes, that will do me. I've got lamb chops to go with it. I don't have my own sheep.